नमस्कार विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, मागील व्हिडिओमध्ये तुम्ही प्रॅक्टिस सेट 2.3 सोडविला आहे आणि बायनॉमियल क्वाड्रेटिक सर्ड त्याचा रॅशनलायझिंग फॅक्टर कसा घ्यायचा हेही अभ्यासला आहे. याचाच उपयोग करून डिनॉमिनेटरचे रॅशनलायझेशन आपल्याला आता करायचे आहे. बघा, रॅशनलायझेशन ऑफ डिनॉमिनेटर. The product of conjugate binomial surd is always a rational number. तुम्हाला माहिती आहे की बायनॉमियल क्वाड्रेटिक सर्ड आणि त्याचा कंजुगेट पेअर यांचा मल्टिप्लिकेशन जर केलं तर आपल्याला रॅशनल नंबर मिळतो. बाय यूजिंग दिस प्रॉपर्टी द रॅशनलायझेशन ऑफ द डिनॉमिनेटर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ बायनॉमियल सर्ड वी हॅव टू डू. एक्झाम्पल 1/√5 -√3. आता डिनॉमिनेटर हे बायनॉमियल क्वाड्रेटिक सर्ड आहे. आपल्याला काय करावं लागेल, याची कॉन्जुगेट पेअर घ्यावी लागेल आणि त्या पेअरने न्यूमरेटर तसंच डिनॉमिनेटरला मल्टिप्लाय करावं लागेल. आता याची कॉन्जुगेट पेअर होईल √5 + √3. द कॉन्जुगेट पेअर ऑफ √5 - √3 इज √5 + √3. मल्टिप्लाय numerator and denominator by conjugate pair of denominator. Therefore 1/√5 - √3 मी ब्रॅकेटमध्ये यासाठी लिहिलं की आपल्याला कॉन्जुगेट पेअरने मल्टिप्लाय करायचं आहे. सिंपल सर्ड नाही आहे, सिंगल सर्ड. तर हे 2 आहेत सर्ड्स इथे प्लस किंवा मायनसने जॉईंट आहेत आणि म्हणून आपल्याला ब्रॅकेट करणं गरजेचं आहे, नाही तर ते एकत्र होतील आणि चुकण्याची शक्यता असते. म्हणून आपण ब्रॅकेटमध्ये त्या सर्ड्स लिहत आहोत. 1 × √5 + √3 ही आहे कॉन्जुगेट पेअर. कशाची? डिनॉमिनेटरमध्ये जे सर्ड दिलेला आहे, बायनॉमियल सर्ड दिलेला आहे त्याची. डिनॉमिनेटरमध्ये आपण करू √5 - √3 इन वन ब्रॅकेट, इन सेकंड ब्रॅकेट √5 + √3. आता इथे डिनॉमिनेटर सॉल्व करताना आपल्याला हे इक्वेशन अभ्यासायचं आहे. a + b इन वन ब्रॅकेट अँड इन सेकंड ब्रॅकेट a - b, देन द सोल्युशन इज a² - b², फर्स्ट टर्म स्क्वेअर मायनस सेकंड टर्म स्क्वेअर. देअरफॉर इन न्यूमरेटर कम्स √5 + √3 and in denominator first term square, that is √5² minus second term square, that is √3². √5² is 5, √3² is 3, therefore 5 - 3 is 2. Numerator as it is. The answer is √5 + √3 upon 2. Practice set 2.4. The first question is multiply. We have to multiply √3 to √7 minus √3. √3 multiplied by √7. We have to multiply √3 to √7 first and then √3 to √3 in the bracket, √3 into √3. Therefore we write the degree of these two, order of these two surds are equal. Therefore we write in one sign 3 into 7 minus 3 into 3. 3 into 7 is 21 minus √7. Therefore the answer is √21 minus 3. Second question, √5 minus √7, this is the binomial quadratic surd, multiplied by √2 equal to √5 into √2. First we multiply with the first term and then second term minus √7 into √2. Therefore √5 into √2 I write directly here, √10 minus √7 into √2, √14. Third question, there are two brackets here. We have to multiply one by one. 3 root 2 minus root 3 in one bracket. In second bracket, 4 root 3 minus root 2. First we multiply 3 root 2 to second bracket and then by root 3 to second bracket. 3 root 2 into second bracket 4 root 3 minus root 2, then second term of the first bracket minus root 3 into 4 root 3 minus root 2. Then in first and second we multiply binomial surd with a simple single surd. Like that we have to multiply these two surds. 3 root 2 into 4 root 3 minus 3 root 2 into root 2. Second multiplication minus root 3 into 4 root 3, root 3 into 4 root 3 minus plus 3 root 3 minus root 2 equal to 3 into 4. We have to multiply only coefficients. First 12, 4 into 3 12, then surds, then multiply surds, 2 into 3 6. Why we multiply here? Because order of the surds are same. Therefore 2 into 3 directly we write 6. Then minus 3 root 2 into root 2, that is root 4, 3 root 4 minus root 3 into 4 root 3, that is 4, 3 into 3 9, 4 root 9 plus 3 root 3 into root 2, root 6. Here 12 root 6 and plus root 6 are like surds, therefore we write near minus root of 4 2, 3 into 2, root of 9, square root of 9 is 3 minus 4 into 3. 12 root 6 plus 1 root 6 we get 13 root 6 minus 6 minus 12, that is minus 18. Same sign, therefore we added this number and the same sign is given to that addition. We get answer 13 root 6 minus 18. It is also a binomial surd. Then question number 2, rationalize the denominator. Question number 1, 1 upon root 7 plus root 2. First we have to write the conjugate pair of denominator. Which is it? The conjugate pair of root 7 plus root 2 is root 7 minus root 2. Only sign gets changed. Multiply numerator and denominator by root 7 minus root 2. Therefore we multiply numerator and denominator by the same conjugate pair of denominator. We get root 7 minus root 2, multiplication of numerator, and in denominator we get root 7 square minus root 2 square, a square minus b square. Root 7 square we get 7, root 2 square we get 2, 7 minus 2 is 5. Therefore answer is root 7 minus root 2 upon 5. Second question, 3 upon 2 root 5 minus 3 root 2. Again we have to write the conjugate pair first. The conjugate pair of 2 root 5 minus 3 root 2 is, here subtraction sign we have to give addition. 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2. The terms we have to write as it is. We will not change the terms or numbers. Multiply numerator and denominator by 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2. Therefore, we multiply numerator and denominator by the same conjugate pair. In numerator, we get 3 into 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2. In denominator, first term square, first term is 2 root 5 whole square minus second term square 3 root 2 whole square. 6, 3 into 2, 6 root 5 plus 3 into 3, 9 into root 2. In denominator, 2 square 4, root 5 square 5 minus 3 square 9, root 2 square 2. Numerator as it is 6 root 5 plus 9 root 2, and in denominator 4 into 5 20 minus 9 into 2 18. 20 minus 18 is 2. Therefore, we get 6 root 5 plus 9 root 2 upon 2 equal to, the denominator is only one single. Therefore, we write denominator to 6 root 5 as well as 9 root 2. 6 upon 2 root 5 plus 9 upon 2 root 2. The answer is 3 root 5, 2 3s are 6, 3 root 5 plus 9 upon 2 root 2. I think you can understand it. The next problem is 4 upon 7 plus 4 root 3. The conjugate pair of this is 7 minus 4 root 3. Multiply numerator and denominator by conjugate pair of 7 plus 4 root 3. We get 4 multiplied by 7 minus 4 root 3. Denominator 7 plus 4 root 3 multiplied by 7 minus 4 root 3. We get first term square minus second term square, and in numerator 4 multiplied by bracket 7 minus 4 root 3 bracket complete. 4 into 7 28 minus 4 into 4 16 root 3 as it is. 7 square 49 minus 4 square 16 root 3 square 3. 16 into 3 48. 28 minus 16 root 3 upon 49 minus 48. It is 1. Subtraction is 1, and therefore we get only numerator 28 minus 16 root 3. Then fourth is somehow different, but we have to do the same procedure. In numerator there is one binomial surd root 5 minus root 3, and in denominator root 5 plus root 3. In numerator there is a conjugate pair of denominator, but we have to rationalize the denominator only, and therefore we multiply the conjugate pair of root 5 plus root 3 is root 5 minus root 3, and we have to multiply numerator and denominator by conjugate pair of denominator, that is root 5 minus root 3. Therefore, multiply numerator and denominator by conjugate pair of root 5 plus root 3. We get root 5 minus root 3 upon root 5 plus root 3 equal to, in one bracket, numerator root 5 minus root 3 multiplied by root 5 minus root 3. Denominator root 5 plus root 3, conjugate pair is root 5 minus root 3. In the brackets are same, numerator brackets are same, therefore we get root 5 minus root 3 whole square, and in denominator first term square minus second term square. Then if there is a square of any term a minus b whole square, then we write first term square minus 2 into a into b plus second term square. We have to do the same procedure. Root 5 square minus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. Root 5 square 5 minus 2 into 15 root 15 plus root 3 square 3. 5 plus 3 8 minus 2 root 15. Denominator is 5 minus 3 2. We get 8 minus 2 root 15 upon 2. Therefore 8 upon 2 minus 2 root 15 upon 2. Here divided by 2 we get 4. By dividing 2 we get only root 15. The answer is 4 minus root 15. Now the next part is absolute value. What is absolute value? Listen. If x is a real number, then absolute value of x is its distance from 0 on the number line, and you know that the distance is always positive. That means if x is a real number, that means it may be positive, it may be negative, then its absolute value is always positive. It's a distance from 0 on the number line. It is written as two vertical lines, and in that we have to write x, that is a real number, and read as absolute value of x or modulus of x. We have to write in between two vertical lines in x, and we have to read as absolute value of x. In short, we say modulus of x or mod of x or mod x. Now there are three conditions. Number 1, if x is greater than 0, that means x is positive, then mod of x is x. If x is positive, then absolute value of x is x, that is the value of positive is positive. Second, if x equal to 0, the value of the real number in mod is 0, then we get 0. If x is 0, then absolute value of x is 0. Third, if x is less than 0, that is x is negative, then mod of x equal to minus x. You are thinking that here the value of x, that is real number, mod of x equal to minus x, that means we get value negative, but no, if x is negative, that is in mod if there is minus 2, value of x is minus 2, therefore minus of x, that is minus 2, that is we get plus 2. That means value of negative number in mod equal to positive value. If x is negative, then its absolute value is opposite of x, that is positive. Example, absolute value of 3, that is mod 3 equal to 3, positive value positive. Mod minus 3 equal to minus of minus 3 equal to 3, that is value directly we say that the mod of negative value is positive and mod of 0 equal to 0. The absolute value of any real number is never negative, that means always positive, never negative or always positive. Now we have to solve practice set 2.5. See, question number 1, find the value mod 15 minus 2. We have to do the operation in the same way as we have done earlier. Mod 15 minus 2 equal to mod 13 equal to 13. The value of mod 13 is 13. Mod 4 minus 9. 4 minus 9 means we have to subtract 4 from 9, and greater number we get sign, we have sign minus, therefore we get negative sign to the answer. Mod minus 5, and the value of modulus of minus 5 is 5, therefore answer is 5. Mod 7 multiplied by mod minus 4 equal to, we write both the numbers with their signs in one modulus, in one mod. 7 into minus 4, we get minus 28, and the modulus of minus 28 is 28. Then second question, solve. These type of questions are important for 2 or 3 marks, therefore we have to solve it. Solve. Mod 3x minus 5 equal to 1. The method of solving these equations are somewhat different, and we have to take two values of 1, that is right hand side. Mod 3x minus 5 equal to 1, that means 3x minus 5 equal to 1 or 3x minus 5 equal to negative 1 or minus 1. We have to solve first left hand side. 3x equal to 1 plus 5, minus 5 goes to right hand side, we get plus 5. 3x equal to 6, therefore x equal to 3 multiplied, here 3 divide, x equal to 6 upon 3, therefore x equal to 2. We get value, one value of x, 2. 3x minus 5 equal to minus 1, therefore 3x equal to minus 1 plus 5, therefore 3x equal to 4, and therefore x equal to 4 upon 3. We get two values of x, that is 2 and 4 upon 3. Now we have to put these two values in the equation and see whether one comes or not. In first case, we put x equal to 2. 2, 3 into 2 minus 5 equal to 3 into 2 6 minus 5 equal to 6 minus 5 1 equal to 1. That means the first value is correct. Then second value 4 upon 3, mod 3 into 4 upon 3 minus 5 equal to equal to 3 gets cancelled, 4 minus 5, that means we get minus 1, therefore absolute value of minus 1 is 1. That means in both the cases x equal to 2 or x equal to 4 upon 3, we get single value as answer, that is 1. Therefore these two values of x are correct. In the same way we have to solve the further questions. Question number 2, mod 7 minus 2x equal to 5. Therefore what we write, 7 minus 2x equal to 5 or 7 minus 2x equal to minus 5. minus 2x equal to, here left hand side there is 7, we bring this 7 as here right hand side, that is minus 7. Minus 2x equal to 5 minus 7, that is minus 2. Therefore minus 2x equal to minus 2. Therefore x equal to minus 2 upon minus 2. Here minus 2 is in multiplication with x. On right hand side it will goes to denominator, that is divided by. Minus 2 upon minus 2 we get x equal to 1. In second part, 7 minus 2x equal to minus 5. Therefore minus 2x equal to minus 5. 7 bring in a right hand side, that is minus 7. Minus 2x equal to minus 5 minus 7 minus 12, because both signs are equal. Therefore we add these two numbers and give the sign, same sign. Therefore x equal to minus 12 upon minus 2, that is x equal to 6. We get two answers, x equal to 1 and x equal to 6. These are the answers. Third question, 8 minus x upon 2 modulus equal to 5. We take two values, 8 minus x upon 2 equal to 5 or 8 minus x upon 2 equal to minus 5. 8 minus x equal to 2, here divide on right hand side. If we bring, we get 5 into 2, that is 10. Minus x equal to, here 8 is in addition with minus x. Here on the right hand side it will give negative 8. Therefore minus x equal to 2. Therefore x equal to minus 2. Here second part, 8 minus x upon 2 equal to minus 5. 8 minus x equal to minus 5 multiplied by 2, that is minus 10. Here 8 on the right hand side it will become minus 8. Therefore minus x equal to minus 18. Therefore x equal to 18. Negative sides gets cancelled. Therefore x equal to 18. We get two answers, minus 2 and 18. The next one is (5 plus x upon 4 modulus equal to 5). With the same procedure, we take two values, 5 and minus 5. Cross multiplication, 5 into 4, 20 plus x upon 4 equal to 5. Therefore 20 plus x equal to 4 divided by, here right hand side it will become multiplied. 4 into 5, 20. 20 plus x equal to 20. Therefore x equal to 20 minus 20. On left hand side 20. When comes right hand side it will become minus 20. 20 minus 20, x equal to 0. Second part, 5 plus x upon 4 equal to minus 5. Therefore cross multiplication, 20 plus x upon 4 equal to minus 5. Numerator 20 plus x, denominator goes on right hand side minus 20. Therefore x equal to minus 20. Here again minus 20, x equal to minus 40. There are two values, x equal to 0 or x equal to minus 40. These two values are the solution for x. I think these problems are easy and you can solve it easily.